So till now I have explained some important conclusions about mass matrix, stiffness matrix. How can I get mass normalized vectors, and what are the properties of eigenvalues, and how to get the solution. So now let's look at some numerical problems. So we'll discuss two numerical problems. Let's say this is the system given, and the omega values, which you have already known how to find the omega value. You put the normal mode conditions, take the determinant equal to 0, find the values of omega square, and take the positive values of that omega square, positive square root of that omega square, and get the natural frequency. So let's say the natural frequencies are given. So all the system parameters were known already. These were the system parameters for your information. And we are also given the R values for the, that is the ratio of amplitudes of first normal mode oscillation and second normal mode oscillation. And the eigenvectors are also given. So how can I find eigenvectors? That was also explained earlier. We just need to invert the matrix. So I need not go into all the details again, but you just need to invert the matrix and get the eigenvectors. And we need to express the eigenvectors as mass normalized vectors. So these are the eigenvectors which we have known, and these are the amplitudes. So amplitudes are just multiplied. So we have been given the mass matrix, and we have given the eigenvectors. So what we need to do is we need to do find the mi values, which I have explained earlier in the previous video, but for all the diagonal entries only. So what we do is we do this, we get the value of 40. So the mass normalized vector will be, mass normalized eigenvector will be xi dash is equal to, we just need to multiply the square root of 1, the m1 in the first matrix and m2 in the second matrix, 1 by square root of m2. This is the m2 value. So the eigenvector matrix, new eigenvector matrix will be this. How have I found this? 1 by square root of 14 is this value, 2 by square root of 14 is this value, minus 1 by 30 square root of 35 is this 0.16, and minus 5 by square root of 35 is this value. So we have just directly found. So it's very simple procedure. You just need to do matrix multiplication. So you can write some very simple code in MATLAB or use Excel to do this matrix multiplication more effectively without any mistakes. Now let's be given with some new system, which is something like this, where x1, x2, k, stiffness, mass are all mentioned. Mass matrix is given in terms of some constant m. Stiffness matrix is given in terms of some constant k. And lambda 1, lambda 2 are given. That are the or we can say the eigenvalues directly. And the x1 and x2, that are the eigenvectors. These are not the displacement. These are the eigenvectors which are given. We need to go so that the eigenvectors are orthogonal. So what do we need to show? We need to show that x1 transpose into m, x2. So 1 and 2, these are different. That means we are taking off diagonal entries that are equal to 0. And when we are taking diagonal entries, that is equal to 1. So for 1 also we need to show. For the second diagonal entry also we need to show it is 1. So this is only possible, or this is only true when the m value, the mass matrix is mass normalized matrix. If it is not, then we'll have some positive value, and then we can convert it to get mass normalized values. So we have taken x1 mass matrix, x2, and it should be 0. So we have taken x1 mass matrix, x2, and the value is 0. Then we have taken x1 mass matrix into x1, that is equal to some positive value. Again x2 mass matrix into x2 is equal to, so this is x2 transpose, I'm just explaining, so that's why. And we have got some positive value. So to get the eigenvectors which are mass normalized, we need to divide x1, this is the x1 which is given, x1 by square root of 2.53, and we need to divide x2 by square root of 9.453 to get mass normalized eigenvectors. And then the mass normalized eigenvectors when used under this operation. So when we replace xi by xi dash, then we'll get the value 1 directly. This is very logical. We are just dividing 2 times by the square root of the number, so we'll get 1 over here, because this will be divided by this. This is also divided by this. the denominator will be square of the square root. So we'll just cancel these two terms directly. So that's why. So it need not be proved again and again. So let's see how I understanding the mass normalized eigenvector matrix. So these are xi, which are mass normalized eigenvector matrix. And when I do this operation, we are getting identity matrix. That's what we have to prove here. So I'm just going to prove it for generalized matrix for your understanding. So xi, x1 transpose into mx1 is equal to 1. X1 transpose into mx2 is equal to 0 because of the orthogonality condition. 1 and 2, 1 and 3. So all the different terms will be 0. 2 and 1 will be 0. 2 and 2 will be 1. 2 and 3 will be 0. That means we'll have identity matrix at the end. So when we are doing this operation, orthogonality operation, on the mass normalized eigenvector matrix, xi dash x dash are the mass normalized eigenvector matrix, we'll get the identity matrix. So this is a very big conclusion for us. So in the next video, we'll start with the transformation of coordinate system to decouple the system. So that is very important concept, and it is asked in the numericals repeated. So we'll end over here. Thank you.